あれもしかして下ラバ落ちてる系？ちょっと待ってよ。大丈夫だな。テストと。下ラバ今日調子悪いんだ。そっか。なるほどね。通りでなんかエラーになると思った。これに関してはしょうがないね。よし、始めていくか。このゲームですね。1994年のイギリスで一人の男性が行方不明となる事件が発生した。その男性の妻とされる女性に対する事情聴取は数日間、7回にも及び、その際に録画された映像は警察のデータベースに保存されている。プレイヤーは警察の端末を操る人物となり、分割された事情聴取映像をもとに事件の手がかりを探っていく。なんか映像が見れるんですよ。何十秒か何十秒かの分割されてて、それを見て、動画内に散らばってるキーワードね。キーワードを拾ってって、真相にたどり着こうみたいな、そういうゲームですね。いや、出てくる女の人は俺は好きだよ。エッチなゲームかどうかはわかりません。かなりシンプルなんだけど、かなりワードを拾ってくゲームですね、マジで。で、今日ちょっと下ラバが重いので、レースしにくいかもしれないけどね。ちょろっとね、アンチグレアオフ。見にくいのでこれでいきます。で、なんかここに検索ワードってあるじゃん。これ検索ってすると、こんな感じで動画が分割されるんですよね。 まず最初は殺人についてのワードで、この3つのクリップ。ここら辺もちゃんと使えるっていう。で、俺はこの動画を見て、この動画からキーワードを拾ってって、ここにキーワード入れて、次のクリップを見て、事件の真相にたどり着こうみたいな、そういうゲームですね。で、まず殺人。11秒。
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
6月27日。7月1日。7月3日。
Yeah, that's me. But February, I mean, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder? I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other, just that. Stories.
最初はこの3つだけなんですよね。で、ここまでは、まあ、ちょっとテストプレイを兼ねてやってみたんですけど、で、この女の人しか出てこないんですよ、このゲーム。この女の人。簡単に言うと。で、この話してる、例えばさっきの3つ目のやつで、弁護士。検索かけるとまた新しく見てくる。そう。そんな感じですね。だからちょっとね、メモ帳が必要なんですよね。メモ帳ちょっと準備するの忘れたな。あった。ありました。まずワードちょっと拾っていくか。
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
これはあんまなさそうだね。
Yeah, that's me. But February, I mean, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
これ出てきたね。サイモン。関係とかいいんじゃない？関係。音のバランスどうですか
？I'd like to speak to a lawyer now.
弁護士ね。
You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other, just that. Stories.
弁護士と凶器。あ、いいですか？ありがとうございます。証拠ね。証拠。作り話とかもいいかもしれないね。これ全部ワード拾っていくとちょっとやばいかもな。で、ワード検索しても出ないやつもあるっぽいんですよね。めっちゃ出るやん。今関係でちょっと調べましたね。これは6月18日。 僕は30。これ一番新しいんじゃない？新しいというか古い。
My name is Hannah. Hannah. It's palindrome. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work from Lyric though, it's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith, I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
やばい、文字に起こしてほしい。文字に起こしてほしい。
Sure, I think. I do all the bills and paperwork and handle all the money stuff, so it should be easy for me to find. Do you want them dropped off to you? Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once and I held Eve's head underwater. There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach and I held her head under and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We were made up after. It was a love-hate relationship.
あんまり関係なさそうだね。
And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. Yeah. Plus, he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale prince from one of my books.
この今の検索ワードだとそういうなんかこう、例えば警察が多分質問してんだろうね。サイモンとの関係はとかね、サイモンとの出会いはとか。7月1日だからね。7日間らしいから。6月18ね。6月30。半袖ですよ。7月1日。次行ってみるか。で、弁護士だね。出るね。
Can I leave? Are you going to arrest me? No. They'd laugh you out of the building. A lawyer would make mincemeat of you.
おほん。もう一回見ていいですか？
Can I leave? Are you going to arrest me? No. They'd laugh you out of the building. A lawyer would make mincemeat of you.
7月3日だね。
Yes, I understand my rights. No, I don't need a lawyer.
次。凶器。ああ、これ見たやつだな。証拠。おい、なんだな、陽気に歌ってるぞ。
Really? Okay. Here's the rest. Oh, they laid a body on the dock tonight. Oh, the wind and the rain. fiddle bow of her long hair. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made fiddle pegs of her finger bows. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bows.
わかんない。どうしたんだろう。
Made a fiddle out of her breastbone. Oh, the wind and rain. The sound could pierce a heart of stone. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. But the only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, the only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
あんまり関係なさそうだね。っていう動画こそめっちゃ関係ありそうなんだけどね。次は作り話。おお、出る。6月27日だ。12345。赤い服着てるね。
Okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories.
短っ。次はイブ。イブについてね、ちょっと聞いてみようか。イブとは。最初の方だね。あ、でも6月30。
Well, my friend Eve.
友達。
I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes. A police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off, I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
クソ野郎じゃん。
What are you doing talking about Eve? Poor son. My mother called me Eve.
なんで？
My mother called me Eve.
話が全然見えてこねえな。次、逮捕。
Like I said, I think I was popping out to get something, ran out of something, had to grab something. I sometimes drive too fast. If you want, you can arrest me for that.
用事。
Like I said, I think I was popping out to get something, ran out of something, had to grab something. I sometimes drive too fast. If you want, you can arrest me for that. Are you arresting me? No.
7月2日だ。
Open this door. This is a nicer room. Is this where you take people when it's time to arrest them?
部屋。
Yes. No lawyer. What are you going to arrest me for?
この人が犯人かどうかを真相にたどり着くのが目的なんだけど、まださすがに最初すぎて全然関係ない話ばっかりしてるね。逮捕やったでしょ。風。めっちゃ出てくる。なんで？あ、また歌歌ってる。6月25だな。これ初めてだね。1、2、3、4、5、6、7。6月18、6月25、6月27、6月30、7月1日、7月2日、7月3日に事情聴取やってるみたいだ。で、これが3日目だね。
When you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates. We could argue about anything. And he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over, and that just makes it worse. We're both passive aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything. When you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates. We could argue about anything. And he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over, and that just makes it worse. We're both passive aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything.
何があったんだろうね。9月30。
1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring, and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat.
気持ち悪い。
It was just awful.
あ、これセッションに保存とかもできんだ。へえ。
Yeah, we were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos. His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
あれこんなタトゥーありましたっけ ?7 月1日。6月25日には入ってないな。6月30もないね。さっき歌歌ってて気づかなかったわ。任しとけ。タトゥーちょっと入れとくか。これさ、服の色とかももしかして関係あるのかな。あ、さすがにないか。タトゥー。あ、出る。6月18長袖。これ初日だね。
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off with the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not books so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
タトゥー入れてないとか言ってるぞ。
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
リンゴとヘビは、あれかな、アダムとイブとかの、そういう系かな。自己の証明。これもしや双子説あるぞ。だから母ちゃんがイブとか、あ、でも友達。ああ。
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
リンゴとヘビね。
So I moved out. Got a small bed sit. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in a bar in the evenings. So I had some money, enough money to cover my rent.
ああ、でも
And I've been doing something similar ever since.
普通に入れてるんだ。
I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
どうしたん急に。
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome, like that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
へえ。今サイモンの話してたの？誰の話してたんだろう？雨。あ。
You want me to play something? I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay. Probably needs tuning. No. It's okay. How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street. Sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. See, they both had a love for the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain, but he only cared for the youngest one. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, the eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the rain, with a pretty little face and her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. She pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, she floated up and she floated down. Oh, the wind and the rain floated till a ship came by. Oh, the dreadful wind. So I think that's a good place to stop.
気違いバラードやんけ。こいつ頭やばいんじゃねえか？次、警察署。ああ、ワード的にはこれだけなんだ。警察。めっちゃ出るじゃん。初日ですね。
So, it was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come and see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
夫が帰ってこないから警察に来ましたよ。だけど、防犯カメラとかには自分の姿が映っている。 なぜって感じだね、今。
I haven't been into work. I guess I've just been waiting to hear from you, hear from my husband. It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed, and I never had the heart to throw out. I suddenly remembered that when I lived down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open.
おー、なんと。
Saw the body. I screamed, and that's when I called the police. Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
新たな登場人物、ダグとエレノア。友人かなんかなのかな。エリックは結構出てきたね。次は用事。出ないことないんじゃないこれ。
Well, I don't know. I probably had to pop out and get something. That's why I was speeding. And that wouldn't have been noted on my timesheet. But I really can't remember back to February.
2月。ああ、同じだね。これも見た。運転。お。
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
部屋。あれ、部屋はもうやったか。まだやってね
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope. Yes, I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back, me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
あんまり関係なさそうだな。
Okay, you got me. I'll confess. We were there. It was a dirty weekend.
秘密の週
Simon was
末
going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room, had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells. Like you said, it was very romantic.
なんか不倫不倫かなんかしてたってこと？
Okay, you got me. I'll confess. We were there. It was a dirty weekend.
何かの
Simon was
密
going to
会？
expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room.
あ、すげえ、これ飛ばせる。
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice. They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite. If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games, and that Eve was our imaginary friend. Once, she was already up and dressed and ready to go to school, and I snuck down for a piss. Mum saw me in my underwear, she went mad. Get dressed this instant! So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready. My mum was amazed.
あれわかんないけど。ちょっと待って。カメラ、あ、まあ、多分カメラの向こう側に、俺がいるんだろうな。警察っていうか。なんか音楽変わったけど。こいつ一番最初にさ、私の名前は花とか言ってなかった？え、誰こいつ？空想の人物がイブで？いや、これゲームなんですよ。もう一回ストーリー言うと、1994年のイギリスで、一人の男性が行方不明となる事件が発生した。その男性の妻とされる女性に対する事情聴取。その男性の妻とされる女性に対する事情。こいつ誰？妻じゃないの？そもそも。事情聴取は数日間7回にも及び、その際に録画された映像は警察のデータベースに保存されている。プレイヤーは警察の端末を操る人物となり、分割された事情聴取映像をもとに事件の手がかりを探っていく。動画内に散らばるキーワードをもとに データベースを検索し、事件の真相を導き出しましょうっていうゲームなんですよね。待て待て。こいつ誰だ説上がってきたぞ。この女。イブでもない。花でもない。誰だ？え？
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice. They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite. If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games, and that Eve was our imaginary friend. Once, she was already up and dressed and ready to go to school, and I snuck down for a piss. Mum saw me in my underwear, she went mad. Get dressed this instant! So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready. My mum was amazed.
謎の女の動画をまじまじと見る。誰だこいつ。何の話してんのこいつ。今俺部屋であ、じゃあ次。理由。うわ、めっちゃ出てくるじゃん。6月25。
It wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror, a nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
特別鏡。
They said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
毒キノコだって怪しいワードで出てきたね。この7月3日の動画が見たいね。
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand. I guess I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I guess it was different then. You married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
次。今が理由。夫婦。 出るね。
His married couple stuff,
初日ですね。
a stupid argument, nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to.
6月34日目。
Good, happy. I mean, ups and downs like any couple, I guess, but we've been married for over 10 years.
4日目だと夫婦仲を疑われてる感じだな。
So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
性生活。あんまりヒットしなかったな。逆効果。ああ、これは動画だけだね。したい。あら？したい。あちゃちゃちゃ。6月27、2日目。
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
刑事。
His body. It didn't look real. And his throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses. He doesn't always wear.
メガネ。死体は見つかったんだね。でタトゥーやって傷。
Suicide? No. I mean, he would never do anything like that. He is not the kind of person to do anything like that. I mean, to hurt himself? No. Fine. I've never had my fingerprints taken before. I once put my hand on the oven.
やけど。指紋とやけどね。お、7月3日だ。
If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull our harness to match. Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me. But she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. But she snapped a frozen piece up for me from the kitchen. So much of our bodies was synchronized anyway. We started our period on the same day.
あ、やっぱ双子だ。
Childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits.
やっぱ双子じゃん。花とイブだ。花とイブが双子でこいつらなんだ。でタトゥー入れてるのがどっちだ？ 双子。双子検索してみるか。来た。
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
あれ違う？こいつ嘘つきの方だな。
Are you out of your mind? Twins? There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
離婚してんの？どういうこと？わけわかんなくなってきた。やばい。寒い。夢中になりすぎてストーブ消えてた。わかんないね。ちょっとコーヒー取ってくるわ。大混乱である。いや、ちょっとわかんないもん。本当に。ある程度メモしないとダメだな。ああ、そうだね。メモ。一応ワードはメモしてるけど、あれだね。6月18日、一番最初に見た動画の自己紹介の HANA 花。逆から読んでも花よみたいな。日付何日だっけか。やべえ、最初からやり直して。次行くか？ ちょっと飛んじゃったんだよね、双子っていうところで。で、さっき傷やったから新聞だね。今メモしてんだけどね。バニの音、懐かしい。今復活してる。やっぱりアドベンチャーゲームってやってて面白いよな。なんかさ、自分のペースで進められるというか、RPG でもない、アクションゲームでもない、そういうところいいですよね。新聞。お、
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
いや、違うな。違う。ダグとエレノはどこ行った？あれ？ちょっと待って。7月1日でしょ？あれ、なんか喋ってること違うな。これで検索すれば出るか。出るな。あ、ダグとエレノは別か。
Okay.
あ、これだこれだ。
I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I had to park down.
全く同じこと言うかと思ったらちょっと違う。
Knocked on the door. No answer.
6月30日だ。
I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. But he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you.
ほら、違う。
That enough?
あれちょっと2日1日2日でそんなに違うこと言う？
fever, I dust every week, maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day, ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. And last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that.
秘密ね。秘密。
I got a job to contribute, Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school. They said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids. So you see, it's always been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the two of us. There's always been pressure. Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
ちょっと雰囲気違うんですよね、この時と。7月3日、7月2日、7月1日。じゃあ次行こうか。新聞まで行ったかな？事故。
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
あ、7月3日だぞ。
When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident. I had read a diary at that point and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day and I left. Walked out and across the street.
...8歳。あ、音楽また変わった。
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
「超絶シンクロ双子の可能性浮上してきたな。急にスピリチュアルな話になってんだよな。7月3日が急に。何が起こったんだ？リンゴ。カタカナか。ヘビ。 この話はこれで終わりなんだな。夢。来てる来てる来てる。
No, I was 15. Carl was older, 17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. Stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
マルックス。カメックスかもしんないしな。マックスかもしれないし。いやでもセって言ってたからね。思いっきりセって言ってたから。100%。あ、これセッションに保存しなきゃいけないんだよ。何やってんだ俺。最初から5番目のクリップまでです。
We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty, pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper, undressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
狂気だなこいつは。妹と姉について調べようか。
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face. She knew. When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face.
こいつがあれか。家に来た側か。なるほどな。7月3日のやつは。でも7月3日のやつと6月18とかのやつは違う人だよね。なるほどね。船。何気ないワードもヒントになるかもしれない。あららら。 それはねえか。これもない。箱。ああ。地下室。おおおおおお。
The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours. Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. I mean, worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't lived in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in, as good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So,
検視官。葬式。
it happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar.
おお、どうした
We had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it.
急に
The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
急に来た急にどうした急だな、おい。なんだ、時計って何の話してんだ？
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
やばいな。急に来たね。時計ってなんだ？あ、これ？
He was wearing a shirt, a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddy's there. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
え、これさ、あれちゃうの？この姉妹が、まあ、イブだか花だかわかんないんだけど、妊娠してる、まあ、妹だと仮定して妹を家に招き入れたいから、一緒に住んでもいいですかってサイモンに問いただしたところ、サイモンは反対をして、しかしながら、姉妹は一緒にいたいから、つって、サイモン邪魔だから殺しちゃったみたいな。クソじゃんえ、そういうお話ですこれ。今の情報だけだとそんな感じですけど。
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, you must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
あー。この時間で時計が止まっている。で、片やもう一人の、妹だと仮定したやつがグラスゴーにいる。アリバイが成立するわけだ。なるほどな。だからこいつは除外されてもおかしくないよと。そういうことね。めっちゃ出るめっちゃ出る。
I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep. Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from a payphone, and then headed back. No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning. 'Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. I bought a photo. They said a spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome. It's the best one I have.
見えてきたね、だんだん。ゴミ袋。エリックとかダグとかエレノアはあんま関係ないかもしれないですね。 間違った。
I did. Well, we met when we were 17, both working at the glaciers.
警察の事情聴取されても、この二人は、すごい意識の共有ができるから、何を話されても、合っちゃうわけだ、話が。ただ、曖昧なところがちょっと違ったりするんだよな。さっきの両親と。話して向かったとかさ。若干の違いがあるね。
Hannah had a miscarriage. This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course. We were aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the glaciers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then...
あれこれ二重人格説もあるな。花がサイモンと結婚してたんだ。なるほどね。花がサイモンと結婚してて。あ、お帰りなさい。イブが妊娠したみたいな。え？今ちょっと推理してた。妊娠している。でも花は妊娠ができない。完全把握。全部ひらがなじゃないですか。妊娠。あ、めっちゃあるな。
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
ん？あ！違う。これあれだな。サイモンと一緒に暮らしてたのはどっちもだ。花とイブ、どっちも。入れ替わりで。で、片方妊娠できなくて、で、花とサイモンはもともと結婚、まあ昔から付き合っていたが、で、花とイブは入れ替わり、ね、サイモンとエッチッチしてたから、で、イブの方が妊娠できる体だからこっちが身ごもってしまった。で、その真相をサイモンに打ち明けるために花とイブがさっきの話を持ちかけたところ、サイモンはなんじゃそりゃってなって、花とイブもなんだそらってなって、なんだそらって出来事になっちゃったんだこれ。そういうことだ。やばい、俺毛利小五郎みたいな雑な推理してるな。
No, I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months.
あ、流産しちゃった。あ、そっかそっかそっか。
Sam's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
流産したから妊娠できないんだ。そういうことだ。なるほどな。いろいろあるんすね。
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. This morning sickness.
こいつイブじゃん。こいつイブだよ。6月27日は。本当の双子なのか二重人格なのかよくわからんけど。誰に俺にわかんないっすか？俺大体分かってきた。間違ってセッションに保存しちゃった。
No. Well, yes. You found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
Ah, 流産についてめっちゃあるじゃん。
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. A miscarriage and then my parents.
6月30。
Yeah. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck.
なんだ、画面暗くなったぞ。一瞬。怖い。
Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications. It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
あー、サイモンは出張という名の偽りでイブと秘密の週末を送っていたんだ。なるほどね。そういうことか。
When we weren't together, we'd send secret messages by tapping out a code that we'd learned from a book. The knock code. Something prisoners of war would use.
ツートンツートントンだ
Tap them
な。
out on radiator pipes.
やってたな。
automatic floor. Dad thought we had mice. The find any. Bought a cat anyway.
やってたな。どっかの動画でやってたよね。え、待て。でも両親は子供は一人しかいないって言ってたし、いや、わかんない。えわからん。ごちゃごちゃってなってきた。特別。見たね。鏡。
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work, mirror making, feature windows, artistic things, really beautiful things.
やべえ、モールス信号の動画もう一回見て。
The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. I haven't looked at it since.
6月27はイブかな。
At the time they said it was poison, food poisoning. I mean, I felt so guilty. If I'd still been at home, maybe I could have done something. I don't know.
フローレンス。お、フローレンスについて何にもねえと思ったらめっちゃあるやん。しかも7月3日。
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time.
やっぱ双子。
The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
やばい。何だって助産師のフローレンスが死んだと思ってじゃん、生きてるのを知ってて本当の両親に母親に死んでるわって言って、フローレンスがこいつを育てたのか、イブ。次もあるからな。
Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up, take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion. Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me.
怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い。
No, it was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
フローレンスマジクソじゃん。幽閉してたってことか。セックス。めっちゃ出る
I wouldn't say that. It could be passionate. It's just, it was more than that. It wasn't just sex like I had been with the other boys. You're reaching here. Oh, I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon's dead. I had my baby together. Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing? Difference is, she's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but
確かにそうだな。ああ、確かに確かに確かに。
She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity.
マジ？
It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Simon! Simon! 世界一不幸な男だと呼ぼう、サイモンのことを。
The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow, so we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognised me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant, but I couldn't. I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers, drunk guys I'd met in clubs, in parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? That seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
すごい人生ですね。
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked in the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back. Sure? Yes, of course, if that would help. Will you phone the house to let me know when you want to come round? Then I can make sure that I'm there. It was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a meal at home. We had our meal. He gave me his present. I guess I didn't like the present. Yeah, when I was at school. I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work a till or anything though. I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till. Yes, there's a car that we share.
性生活。あ、その前にこれだ。これも見とかないと。
She's crying, I guess. She's sad because she thought she saw her husband with another woman. But it's okay, because she finds out it wasn't her husband, it was his brother. And so it's fine. An affair. Simon wasn't having an affair.
ああ、まだこの時点ではサイモンが浮気してたんじゃないかみたいな。
No, I have never been unfaithful. I've never cheated on Simon. Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday. Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him. Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. You do what you can.
刑事。
No, it's okay. The other detective has just gone to get me one. Must think it's very cool that their dad is a police detective.
メガネ。指紋。
Fingerprints. Yes, yeah. I would have cleaned them. I changed the sheets too. Were the fingerprints in all those places? Could they have been my parents' fingerprints? I'm not sure how long they last for, but is that possible?
ああ。殺した後に二人で掃除した時についた指紋が花ともう一人全然知らない人のがあったんだね。
Really? Go on then. Take the cup. Run your fingerprints. They'll match. Fucking idiot. A week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
やけど。離婚。双子は調べたよね。秘密。8歳。Family.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
何誰？終わった。犯人はイブ。はいだって。君の母さんがなぜあんなことをしたのか。はい。え？サラって誰？俺サラ？ログオフしてきて出てきてくれ。 ログオフ。いいの？ログオフして。お、なんかクリアしたっぽいね。まあでもある程度分かりましたよね、大体ね。なぜこういう経緯になってしまったのか。違うゲームになっちゃってる。俺もっともっと時間かかると思ったんだけど。いやでもめっちゃ面白いゲームだったな。最初もう時間が飛びすぎて全然わかんなかったけど。めちゃめちゃ伏線散らばってましたね。一個一個の動画に。二重人格説と双子説。どっちどっちどっちってなってる時が一番楽しかった。ちなみにサラって誰？あ、俺がエージェントってこと？あ、これあれか。結局のところ、主人公はサラで、イブが妊娠してた子供ってこと？で、なんで母ちゃんが、まあ、逮捕されたのか、ちょっとよくわかりませんが、母ちゃんのこと調べるために、警察のサーバーにアクセスして、っていう感じなのかな？流れ的には。いやでも急に来たよね。急に。急に来たなぁ。まあでも、この先も調べることはできるんだね。見てない動画も見れるし。そこは結構後の方だよ。何のワードで急にってなったんだっけかな、ちょっと忘れちゃったな。あ、地下室っていうワードで、急に来たんだよね。 二人の過去も分かったし、ちょっと正解か分かんないけどね。まあ後でネタバレ考察でも読んでへーってなろうかな。多分合ってると思うけど。あ、見て見て、検索履歴がすごい。ちなみにモールス信号はなんて言ってたんだろう。ちょっとモールス信号俺わかんないからな。
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror. We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday. From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake, children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. Turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
よし。一通り、まあ、ある程度真相も分かったことですけれども、なんかまだ肝心なところが見れてないような気がするでもない。私が犯人ですっていうような。さすがにね。結構でもないんですよね。
Yes, it was a cremation for the best. We both wore black and had veils, so it was easy. And after the funeral, everyone came back to the house. Hannah served up sandwiches, and I stayed out of sight.
7月3日のやつ全部見てえな。サイモンについて全然見てなかった。
Yes, I understand my rights. No, I don't need a lawyer. I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that. Stories.
あれこれもしかして一番最初に見たこれってさ、あの後か。188でしょ。188。あ、やっぱそうだ。この
It happened very quickly.
この話した後に
We talked to each other.
これか。
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that. Stories.
Hear stories.
Okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories.
うざ。
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, and gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
Ah. まあでも188なんか終わりっぽいよね。あ、タグもつけれんだ。へえ。なんかね、もっとね、長い時間かかるかなと思ったんですけど、意外や意外、ちゃんとワードを検索してちゃんと見れば答えにたどり着くっていう しかも内容面白いっていうね。いいゲームだったんじゃないですか。このぐらいの、なんだ、短編集みたいなので5話ぐらい欲しいね。よし。じゃあ今日は終わろう。いやでもなんかいい感じの、まあ、殺人のね、お話だからまあ暗いのが当たり前なんだろうけど、結構やばいな、内容は。まあ、片や普通に育てられた双子の姉か妹かわからんけど、結局、姉として、片や生まれた時に死んでますと言われ、助産師にそのまま持ってかれた悲惨な少女と。で、フローレンスが死んだ後は、あれなのに結局屋根裏です。暮らしてたっていうことになるのかな。花とイブ、同じ家に住んでて。なんかそういう感じのお話ちょろっと出てきたよね。昔話のところで。まあ、あそこで花が、まあ、流産をね、経験しなければ、サイモンも今頃生きてただろうし、イブはイブで、また別の人生を歩むっていう選択肢もあったんだろうけど、人生なかなかそううまくはいかなかったんでしょうね。この二人にとっては。暗っ。あ、でもすごいいい話だったね。俺は結構好きなお話でしたけれども。どうだったでしょうか。これスチームでめちゃめちゃ安く売っててね。前から買ってはあったんだけど、積みゲーの一つでしたね。よーし、じゃあ。時間も夜更けですから、寝ましょう。では、本日も、レイでご視聴、ありがとうございました。バイバーイ。お疲れ様です。